And
hello and welcome to a Gypsy Kiss. It's Humpday Hoedown and I'm Shelley Carney. I know what Dan is.
I know you do. Okay. And I'm Toby Eunice. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have some emails to read, a couple. We don't have any text messages. I think we have one voicemail.
Text us.
So that means we will go straight to phone calls before this night is over. Plus, we have some news about the upcoming week. So stick with us.
Cheers.
I don't know why
Toby
that's
without a
strange,
tie. Why does it say that on Facebook? Oh, you didn't change the
I
titles
didn't
and
change the
restream,
titles.
did you?
Dead gummit. It's okay. We don't have anybody in the
He's
chat
still
room
not
anyway.
wearing a tie.
There's nobody in the chat
Nobody?
room. Nobody's watching.
What? Are we not live?
We are live. We're live right there. You can see us.
Live and in color.
So maybe they're just
In living
tired
color.
of us. Maybe they're just tired.
Ah, there's nobody here?
No, there's.
Did they forget? Did you not schedule it?
I did schedule. There's 12 people. We have 12 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess everybody's lost interest. Well, I guess this will be our last show because there's no more interest
There's
in
no
the
more
Forest Fenn
interest.
treasure
No
hunt.
guilt. No guilt. We don't do guilt.
So,
So
what do you mean? I'm not doing guilt. I'm just saying, why? If
Okay.
nobody's going to show up, why bother?
say there's Davio. There's. I don't know why. Did they? I don't know if they got notifications, or maybe notifications.
I only got a Facebook one. I didn't get a YouTube one.
No, interesting. All right. Well, it will be figured out sooner or later. So a couple of things. Let's do some housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
Of course, you want towels. So first of all, make sure that before the evening is done, you like our video. In all of the living presidents like it when you like our video.
All the living ones and the dead ones.
Well, I don't know if the dead ones care about it, but certainly the living. I've spoken.
They
to
probably
many
care more.
Spoken to many of the living ones, and they all appreciate our format
Well, there
and our
you
programming.
are.
Slide over. You're kind of out of the shot here.
All right, I'll swivel back over here.
It was because you're dancing off the stage there.
Well, somebody has to.
Somebody has to.
Somebody's got to
It can't be me,
dance.
though. And then share this with your family, your friends, your neighbors, your business associates, your PTA, and the entirety of your social networks. That way we can,
Grow the channel.
because we want to grow this channel. We want to make it, we want to beat the hell out of PewDiePie.
Yeah.
And his 98
Who doesn't?
million subscribers. And then please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And there are benefits to subscribing. One is that whenever we schedule a live stream, you will be informed of the scheduling. You have to click the notifications bell
Who?
in order to get notifications.
Oh.
That
And
is
sometimes
pretty much-
even that doesn't work.
Right.
Apparently
And then
tonight.
why does this thing keep popping out on me?
That sounds like a personal problem.
My Cortana, what's her name?
Yeah. Don't like Cortana.
And subscribe,
And.
because that way when we schedule a live stream or we initiate a live stream, you
or
will
put
be
something in
immediately
the
informed.
community blog.
Or put something in the community blog. Apparently, we're getting people. Have you noticed the community blog? Mm-mm. We're getting complaints from people. You have something on your cheek. Turn this. Okay. Oops. I just moved it down. Okay.
Thanks, Daddy.
And when we post something to the community blog, you'll be informed as well. But what I was saying is we're getting comments from people who said, why am I getting these messages? I'm not subscribed to your channel, which is kind of weird.
Why do I get these messages? I'm not subscribed to your channel.
And if you do that and
Maybe
you are
you are and you
informed,
forgot.
you will be always
In the know.
And there's nothing better in life than being in
In
the
the
know, because you
know.
don't want to not be in the know.
In the
Then it gets boring.
know.
And then, of course, if you want to communicate with us, one way to do that is in the chat room.
In the chat
and if you do so in the chat room and precede your comment with an @ space gypsies with the apostrophe kiss.
Just like William Hoda.
Space kiss, like William Hoda has done there. We'll see it. You don't see it on your side, but on our side, we see it highlighted in orange, and that way we'll know that you're reaching out to us, and we'll comment on your comment or respond to your question.
Comment
another
on
way
your
to
comment.
Another way to do that is
To check out that grayed out stylized $ at the bottom of the chat, click on that puppy and you will be entering a whole new world of Super Chat Challenge. That's right.
You just
Super
want it
Chat
read.
Challenge.
Super Chat
And
Challenge. Tell them about the Super
once
Chat Challenge.
you've entered the world of Super Chat Challenge, YouTube will take you by the hand and guide you through the process of donating to A Gypsy's Kiss and highlighting your very important comment or question in a beautiful box of colors, many colors, including blue, yellow, and green, and red, and all kinds of colors. Make sure you try it out today.
So we just got a message from someone saying that the notifications didn't come through, and I
Wow.
believe that would be my fault for not having correctly scheduled it. Ugh. Here, I can't schedule it now. That was my fault, guys. I just realized I didn't schedule
Usually
it.
when we go live, it still does it.
Yeah.
Hello.
You got to schedule it so they'll know. So for those of you that
so
are
to be in
here,
the know.
welcome. See? Oh, no, apparently in this case you won't be in the know because we don't schedule it.
We. What do
Me.
you mean we?
Yeah. So,
This
can I go back and correct that? I don't think I can correct it, guys. Sorry.
Nothing
Russia
to do now,
loves
but continue
AGK
on.
spoofs. Yeah, we
And
make
are
fun of the
going
Russians.
to
It's the
also
Russians'
tell
fault.
you that if you would like to contact us and we're not noticing you in the chat room and you don't feel like giving us super chat, you can text us at this number here, 866-597-9901. If you should choose to do that, please do lead off with your first name and from whence you are texting. Did you like that? I used the word whence.
No, there was whence is a great use of
Yeah,
that
that's right.
word.
It's like hence with a W on the
Yeah,
front.
yeah, and not the H. Oh no, it has a W in front of the.
Yes, spelling bee champion.
I'm gonna blame it all on Margaritaville here.
You should. You should definitely. Giant margarita.
So the local, what kind of store is that?
7-Eleven?
No, it's not a 7-Eleven.
Kmart?
You know, the
Circle K?
combination gas station and convenience store. I walked in yesterday just to get a soft drink. Actually, I wanted a water bottle.
We didn't do the camels yet, AJ. We were waiting for you.
Oh, right. We haven't done the camels. Okay. That's because I did the normal intro.
I know,
Okay.
right?
We're doing the Hump Day intro now.
Now
And
that
I'll-
everybody's here.
And I'll tell you the
most
Margaritaville
of you,
story
or
on
half
the
of
other
you.
side of the...
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Julie, huh? Julie, guess what day it is? Julie, huh? Julie. Mike, what day is it, Mike? Come on, I know you can hear me. Anybody? Huh? Woo-hoo! Mike, what day is it, Mike? Anybody? Julie, huh? Julie. Hey, guess what day it is? Julie, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike, what day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Home
Hump Day. So the story was I went to the nearby convenience store and I popped in. It's the same place but I buy gas for my truck. And I popped in and I was going to buy a water bottle. And I came to the checkout counter. And the lady there said, "We have some specials today." I'm always interested in specials. I said, "What do you have?" And at the convenience store, you know.
Oh, boy.
Always interested in hearing what the specials are for the day. I said, "What are you specials?" And she said, "Well, we have the..."
Did they have a blue light spinning
No,
around?
that was it. What are the long, meaty things?
A Slim Jim.
Slim Jims. So they had Slim Jims on special.
I think that's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I'm talking about. They had Slim Jims on special, and they were $1 each. Or were they two for $1? $1 each.
Or
But
2 for $1.
she said, yeah, 2 for $1. I think it was 2 for $1.
That seems about right.
Yeah, because they're $1.39 normally, I think. Anyway, then she said, and we have these margaritas. And it was a can of margarita. I can't remember.
It wasn't a can. It was a can. It's like a 44.
It's one of those draft, not draft, but
It's like a beer. What do you call that?
a-
Brewed.
No, it's not brewed. It's a
malt liquor.
Malt liquor. It's a malt liquor.
44
but it has
malt
a
liquor.
lime margarita flavor, and I've always wanted to try one.
Limerita. And bubbly.
Limerita, that's it.
And it is
Limeritas.
bubbly.
And it's
And
bubbly.
you know how he likes bubbles.
And I like bubbles. You know how I like Zima. And so I said, well, how much is that? And she said, they're only $1 as well. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try one. So I bought one, and I put it in the fridge, not thinking I was ever going to drink the damn thing. And tonight we were sitting down to dinner, and I remembered I had this. So I started, and I poured myself a glass this size, and 3/4 of the thing was still left. And so I thought, well, let me
was a
just
big 'un.
use it to... let me just use it instead of water tonight. So
So, everybody get ready for the Rio de los Pinos drinking game. Woohoo! We are ready.
So I had one other thing that I wanted to tell you about before we started reading emails. Oh, Friday. So Shelley is not going to be around on Friday. She's leaving on Friday morning
Uh-huh.
to visit her mom in Arizona. So they're
However,
gonna
I will have a video up on my channel at 4 o'clock on Friday, so I don't want to leave you hanging.
or are you doing a
Softer side.
premiere?
Yeah.
A softer side premiere?
Softer side premiere, 4
cool.
o'clock.
So I thought I would take it as an opportunity to head up to the river. That's my favorite river because I haven't fished in it. And I'm going to go up to that river and do some fishing and
What river is that?
that river that we went to last summer 6 times.
The Conejos?
No, not the Conejos. Not the Conejos.
The Rio Grande?
No, not the Rio Grande.
Was it the Rio de los Pinos?
It was Rio de los Pinos.
Rio de los Pinos.
Anyway, so I said that I've been planning to
gonna
go up there
fall
and
out
do
of his
some trout
chair
fishing
tonight.
anyway. Plus, I want to get a couple of drone shots. And so I'm going to go back up there. So, in light of all that, there's no Friday night show. This is the last show. So if you're not here, we're sorry that you didn't get the word. That was my fault. So we're not going to do a show on Friday night. Your Friday night is officially free, or maybe somebody else will fill in and have their own show on Friday night. Okay? So I think that's everything. So we did the news, the chats, the fan, the lats, liking. I think that's it. We can do emails now.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Now we can go on.
Now we can go on. So yeah, I'm going to go up to the Rio de los Pinos.
Everybody drink.
This weekend, I'm going to do some trout fishing, and I'm going to do some drone shooting, and I'm not going to do any treasure hunting.
Fly
because
the
I've done
drone
that
and then
successfully.
shoot it.
Yeah, drone shooting. My grandson, my 12-year-old grandson, was in drone camp last week. They built a drone from scratch and flew it by the end of the week, and he won the drone race competition with his little drone.
He won.
He won.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so let's do the email video. Emails.
Mastriana in the Facebook room again. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Welcome. So it's funny because OBS is behaving. We can hear all the audio tonight.
You know,
Crazy.
You know what happened? Tonight is a new moon at 11:11. There'll be a new moon, and that will signal the planet of Mercury going from retrograde back into its normal flight pattern, and everything should be okay again. So, yeah.
Well, that explains that.
Yeah.
Starting with our emails, I'm going to go first because I wanted to read this one.
All right, you should do that then.
This one is from Home Email. No, that doesn't make any damn sense. Osborne 440. Home Email. And the title is...
It's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff Osborne. Do we know Jeff Osborne? And the title is Cody Museum. I will attempt to read this in its entirety. Hi, Toby and Shelley. I hope you're... Okay.
If you're not too drunk to read?
No. I can do this. We're still blowing everybody out on the other side of that thing. Hi, Toby and Shelley. I hope you're both...
What's so funny? Is there a joke?
Go ahead, read it.
I hope you are both doing well. I have corresponded with you a few times in the past. I recently returned from a week in Cody, Yellowstone, Lander area, and wanted to share something very important with the search community. While my 13-year-old twins and I were in Cody, oh my goodness. I hope the Lord was with you on that trip.
13-year-old twins.
Old
Yeah.
twins, wow. We thought it would be fun to do research in the McCracken Library at the Buffalo Bill Center of the West. It is well documented that Forrest Fenn was a member of the board of directors and a generous donor. We discovered that one of the items he donated was many Viewmaster photos of Yellowstone National Park from the 30s and 40s, which we thought might be interesting to see. So we went to the library to schedule an appointment. But the nice lady in the first office said it would be so easy to pull those records that she would just do it right now. You can imagine how excited the kids were, especially since we flew all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and we had watched National Treasure and National Treasure Book of Secrets the night before. After all, it's the thrill of the chase.
Oui.
Anyways, just as we were about to unlock all the secrets to the poem clues through our handy-dandy Viewmaster, after all, kids might have an advantage, and then go retrieve the treasure, that nice old lady informed me that the library director wished to speak with me. I believe her name is Mary Robinson, the director, I mean. She introduced herself as the director and shook my hand as she stated her name. But I honestly can't say I remembered her name, so I had to go to the museum website and look at her photo. It's a match! What she said next shook me so much, it's no wonder I forgot her name. Anyway, she shook my hand, looked me right in the eye, and said, quote, "Would it matter to you if I told you that there are no clues here? I have known Forrest for many years, and he has told me there are no clues to the treasure here. He has even offered to share that with the search community if I wished, but I told him it was not necessary." Unquote. Wow. Now, don't get me wrong, we enjoyed the museum, and I recommend it to anyone traveling to or through Cody, but Forrest said there are no clues there, according to the director. Please share with the community, because it really crushed my kids, and we had stayed over in Cody an extra night for that, as we had already toured the museum the day prior. Sorry for the long email. Take care, Jeff Osborne. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jeff. I'm sure your kids were disappointed. But we have to look at the bright side and say, what other good things did we learn and enjoy about Cody before we left? And I'm sure you did enjoy that day.
Would it matter to you if I told you that there are no clues here? I have known Forrest for many years, and he has told me there are no clues to the treasure here. He has even offered to share that with the search community if I wished. I told him it was not necessary. Well, apparently it was necessary in this one instance.
Yeah.
She didn't find it necessary. I guess I'm going to have to call the woman. Just ask if that's Jeff, thank you for the information. I guess there's two ways to do this. Maybe I can ask Cynthia to check with him, with Fenn the next time she visits, or I guess I could just call the Cody Museum and speak with the lady and see if that's true.
We're going to be up there.
Yeah, we are, but that's not until September. We are going to be up
sure.
there, so maybe we can do that. And as an extrovert, I have no problems walking in and introducing myself.
That's true. We talked about
library.
introverts and extroverts today.
On the softer side.
side. So if you haven't seen it yet, you should go check it out, because Toby and I had quite the conversation.
And it turns out the the Cliff Notes version of the 1 hour conversation that we have today is if you're an extrovert, find a partner that's an introvert and vice versa, or vice versa, because it makes for a better relationship. It's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much fun Shelley was having with me around. Let's see. This is from Tony Russi. The title is "You Are Better Off Using Logic to Find the Treasure Rather Than Reading the Poem. Here's Why: Finding Fenn's Gold." Dear Toby and Shelley, do you happen to know who this Reddit author...
Okay. Wow. MonkeyCon is. I logically have to agree with much he says. And he gives us a link to the Reddit thread, do they call those? Finding Fenn's Gold comments. You are better off using logic to find the.
So, Tony, I don't spend a lot of time in Reddit, so I don't know who MonkeyCon... MonkeyCon...
I think you've probably had enough of that dangerous dollar margarita stuff.
I don't know who MonkeyCon is, but I will go look at the link. I didn't get a chance to do it. Here, the link is entitled, what did you say? Finding Fenn's Gold. Oh, that's the Reddit. That's the subreddit. Comments, 6-year-old, you are better off using logic. Okay, I'll take a look at it. And if I find anything interesting, I'll post it in the community blog. Okay, I'm going to try this one.
MonkeyCon.
MonkeyCon. A quick question for Toby from Jerry Bailey. Hi, Toby. Thanks for... Oh, this was the guy that sent us that one picture that looked like a horse.
MonkeyCon! Oh, sorry. It's sort of a Star Trek reference.
Jerry Bailey, a quick question for Toby. Hi, Toby. Thanks for showing my photo on your show last Friday night. That was the one that looked like a horse to me and looked like a buffalo to you.
No, I said somebody said it looked like... I
Oh,
saw
I
the
see.
horse, too, once you pointed it out.
I'm encouraged that... I'm encouraged that you and a few other people saw a horse in the Rorschach test. Say that word for me.
Rorschach.
Rorschach test.
It's like
Especially-
Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Ooh, Mr. Cutter. Ooh.
Especially given the name of Forrest Publishing Company and one of the definitions he's given for Blaze, marking a horse's head.
Publishing company.
One horse land and cattle company.
Uh-huh.
There's some link there that we're...
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome, Jerry. We're glad
Yeah.
we're glad that you sent us the image. It was very interesting. And I did see a horse in the Rorschach test. This is from Chris Dots. Oh, that's your turn. Never mind.
I think you better stick with the short ones. So, yeah, go ahead and read that one.
This is entitled Boots on the Ground. It's from Chris Dotson. He said he's headed out Tuesday. He sent this on Sunday. So he's already out in boots on the ground, but he sent a picture of himself and his beautiful significant other.
And Toby might show it to you in a moment.
Oh. And his beautiful significant other.
There he is.
So-
Chris Dotson.
So I thought it was interesting that his eyes match his shirt, kind of gray, and her eyes match her shirt, kind of green. Mm-hmm. So Chris is, as we speak, boots on the ground. I'm going to go back to full screen before I make any more
Okay.
mistakes.
This one is from Tony Russi again.
What? Tony only gets one. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
And the title is Deep Thinking Logic. Toby and Shelley, I love you guys. You are both awesome. I love your show too. I like Toby not wearing a tie. I just plain like Shelley all the time. She's beautiful and sharp as a whip. I loved it when she got all sarcastic about lighting a map on fire for a blaze. She's hilarious. I'll just let that soak in for a while. In case you guys didn't, hear it
In case you missed that,
She's
hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah. Has me laughing all the time.
Starting in 2014, Fenn started saying this deep thinking logic thing. And he gives a link to Dale Neitzel's scrapbook 61. There are two
Oh,
separate written art
Wait,
entries
go ahead.
for it at terryscant.com.
We're doing a screenshot.
And Fenn said it again in the German Playboy interview. That's 3 separate times over 5 years he's repeated it. Whatever he's alluding to, it must be pretty darn important to him and the chase. Have you done a show on this topic yet? I can't find it if you have. Please do one if you haven't already. What's it about?
It seems logical to me that a deep-thinking treasure searcher could use logic to determine an important clue to the location of the treasure.
Is someone doing that now and I don't know it? It's not what they say on the blogs that may be significant. It's what they whisper.
What they whisper on
Whisper.
the YouTube channel.
Hey, everybody. I
Just
know.
gonna whisper. We're gonna do
I know you're going to like this.
their ASMR.
So he says, I'm as biased as any Yellowstone theorist. I freely admit it. Fenn literally grew up in Yellowstone, and only 16% of the Rocky Mountains is in New Mexico, excluding Canada. I hope you seriously re-examine the evidence Fenn has written himself about Yellowstone. I think it's highly unlikely that he rode his bike 21 miles just to take a free bath along the present highway. Even on a paved road, 21 miles would take at least 3.5 hours one way by bike. And he'd be riding his bike nearly all day both ways, and he'd need another bath by the time he got back home to West Yellowstone. Definitely not logical. But the present highway from West Yellowstone was not the normal route into Yellowstone back in the 1940s. The old Stagecoach Road was. It was also known as the Old Fountain Pack Trail and has been called the Ski Trail on more recent maps. Fenn would have only been on his bike for 12 miles to Ojo Caliente Spring and his free bath using this road. It probably took him less than 2 hours one way. This trail wasn't nearly completely destroyed until the fire of 1988. There used to be 2 separate hotels on Fountain Flats also, and there was a U.S. Army tent camp on Fountain Flats there that planted brown trout in Nez Perce Creek for the first and only time in the 1890s. From that single planting, brown trout thrived and spread throughout the entire Yellowstone River system. Before Old Faithful became a major tourist attraction and the Grand Loop was finished in the 1950s, Fountain Flats was the major tourist trap in Yellowstone. I think Fenn's secret bike route to Ojo Caliente Spring is the deep-thinking logic everyone has been missing for all these years. Toby, I'd like to hear your logical arguments against this theory. I think Paul Rubenstein would make a great guest on your show. He wrote this webpage on the Old Fountain Pack Trail. Gives a link. Did you know that one of the hotels on Fountain Flats became an archaeologist's dig site? Gives a link. Sincerely, Tony Rusi. So he wants to know your logical arguments against his theory of the secret bike route to Ojo Caliente being the deep thinking logic that everyone's been missing out on all these years.
It's the same thing you heard from us probably hundreds, if not dozens of times before. Number one, Forrest Fenn didn't discover the Rocky Mountains until 2013 with the publishing of Too Far to Walk. Number two, the book was published in 1,000 copies, all placed in the Collected Works bookstore. That doesn't sound like a man who's going to have you look for a treasure in Montana. Number three, in the book, he says the treasure is hidden in the mountains north of Santa Fe. Do you want me to tell you my cat story? If I
No,
kidnapped
we
your
don't
cat,
wanna hear
put him in the
cat
mountains, told you he was hidden in the mountains north of Santa Fe, would you go look in Montana or Wyoming or any other place?
We have a cat now, and its name is Peep, and she can't really meow. She just goes,
But she's finally making friends with the family. That's just good.
so you took her and kidnapped
so
her
it's
and
not-
put her up there in the mountains. Nobody'd
We
ever
could
find
never
her
find her
because she
because she
couldn't
can't say
hear her.
anything, yeah.
Because she just goes,
So there is no logic there, as far as I'm concerned. There is no logic for Yellowstone. It was invented. I mean, it was invented by the searchers who felt like it needed to be in Yellowstone. Fenn got a good sense of that because there were people searching in Yellowstone based on the fact that they were reading his book and saying there's a whole bunch of stuff in here about Yellowstone, and the conclusion they came to was that it has to be in Yellowstone. Fenn never said that. Fenn never planned on putting it any place other than New Mexico and sharing it with his friends. So there. Put that in your smoker pipe. So I don't want to make a logical argument against Yellowstone. I'm just going to make a logical argument for New Mexico. I'll tell you what, if you can find a better argument for it not being in New Mexico other than, and this is not even logical because all I hear anybody saying is, well, he writes all about Yellowstone. He loved Yellowstone. There's no logic. Those are opinions. If he loved Yellowstone so much, why didn't he retire there? West Yellowstone. It's in New Mexico. That's why I'm going up to Rio de los Pinos. I'm not actually going to the Rio de los Pinos to search, but it is a pretty area. Besides, I do have another announcement other than we're not going to be on a Friday night. Next Wednesday, I am going to tell you the first thing that I'm going to tell you on next Wednesday before we even get to reading emails. I'm going to do a little content because we haven't done content. I'm going to tell you why
Content is king.
content is king.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why. Next Wednesday, you have to be here, and I'll try and make it sure it's scheduled correctly so everybody gets notice. Next Wednesday, I will tell you why Canyon Down has to run north-south. If you're looking at a canyon down or a river or whatever, and it's running east-west, there's no treasure there. Canyon Down has to run north-south. Tell you why next Wednesday.
Okay,
W,
then.
we are staying in New Mexico because I live here, but we're not searching for the treasure, so it doesn't make any difference.
Is this your turn or my turn?
It is a short one, so I think it's my turn.
Okay.
This is from our friend and writer of some note, Chris Kenzie. She says, hint, 300 miles west of Toledo is not a joke. It's actually true.
All right, then. This is from Julie Wachholtz, and the title is Wine Club.
Wine Club? Is that a
So-
question mark?
Uh-huh. So, I am watching your book club video series backwards. That's where we read it in French if you play it backwards. Or is it Japanese?
Japanese.
And there you are, before starting to discuss the epilogue, enjoying your glasses of wine. Me, jealous. With all your programming, why not Wine Club? Talk wine, wineries, share about wine, and wine about the chase. Best to both of you, Julie, lead searcher.
Is that last wine a wine? Wine about the chase?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
an H.
Very, very ingenious. We considered it, Julie, but I know it seems like we drink a lot. We actually don't drink that much. We go out for an occasional planning meeting, cocktail, like I did last night.
Yes.
And
we do plan.
occasionally I'll buy the dollar-sized 25-ounce Margaritaville, whatever the hell it's called. What is it? What's it called? You said it a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's not margarita. It's limerita.
Limerita.
I'll buy the
that's
occasional
it.
dollar limerita, but other than that, there's about 10 gift bottles of wine sitting in my pantry that remain
Well, we're
unopened.
going to have a party. We're
gonna have a party.
in a couple of weeks, and we'll have it then.
But I like the idea of wine club. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, this is from Sharon Smith from Pennsylvania. This is us with you guys at Fenbury, Sherry and Curtis. I'm the one who pounced on Shelley right when she arrived. Were you pounced upon?
Several times.
Oh.
She was the first.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't post the picture up here because I'm going to post it in our community page. So you can enjoy its cute little picture of us.
Yeah. All right. This person sent us a whole bunch of pictures.
Oh, rats. Go ahead. Start reading.
Okay.
I
And-
opened the pictures and then I closed them
I
again.
don't know who
Dang
it's
nabbit.
from, but it's, let's see, sent from my iPad. Hello, Toby. I thought I would share some pics of our first boots on the ground. It's along the Outlaw Trail. This area is all in Colorado along the Green River. My wife and I and our...
I'm going to go to screenshot while you're doing
Uh-oh.
this. What?
You cut it off.
Oh,
It's part of it's missing.
hang on. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's got a dozen pictures here. Okay. Oh,
There we go.
it's cut off there. Wait. Hang on.
Wow. Yeah, it's way over there. We're going to have to go back and forth.
All right. Go ahead and I'll just go back. And then I'll come to the pictures in just a second.
Okay, it's along the Outlaw Trail. This area is
Wait a
all
minute.
in
Wait. That's going to be crazy.
Colorado.
Okay, hang on. Let me just get that right there.
I told you to do that
Copy.
originally.
You're right. You were right then, and you're right now. You're always right.
Listen to the introverts.
Introverts are
gotta listen to
introvertedly
them.
introvert.
Hey,
Hold on.
Jeff Van Schultz is in Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to print that out real quick for you. Okay.
And Jennifer Norrid is in Facebook. Not Jeff Anschultz. Jennifer Norrid.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I can show the pictures.
Uh-oh, I closed it back up again.
You closed
So
what
it threw it on the
oh.
floor. That's what.
Oh, okay. Okay. So while Shelley is reading this email, I'll open up the pictures and we will. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Hello, Toby. Oh, this is to you.
No, it's all right. It means us.
Just thought I would share some pics of our first boots on the ground. It's along the Outlaw Trail. This area is all in Colorado along the Green River. My wife and I and our dog, Taz, started where warm waters halt at Cold Springs Mountain, and we took the OYU Cuts Canyon, Big Canyon, down along Beaver Creek. That night we camped at a put-in next to the swinging bridge on the Green River below Browns Park Wildlife Area.
That's that picture right there.
All this is BLM land. The next day we proceeded to find the area where the Vermilion Creek enters the Green River. This is where Baptiste Brown, the famous trapper, had built his cabin. We crossed the river at the swinging bridge and entered the Diamond Breaks Wilderness area. There is only one dirt road that takes you back into the wilderness. Then you have to put those boots on the ground. There are no man-made trails, only game trails to follow. Here we found many springs, some unnamed on our topo maps, where cold water flowed forth from the ground. There are many niches and alcoves in the area where one could hide something and never be found. Needless to say, we never found that blaze we were looking for, partly because every afternoon the monsoons would come and rain or hail on us. Was thinking of calling you and have you bring out one of your drones. Would have been perfect here. Anyway, we wished that we had a couple of more days to search in this area, but time didn't permit this trip. My wife and I both like the area and we'll try to get back there soon. Only problem in this area is that there aren't many places to stay. My recommendation would be Dutch John, Utah, which is only about 30 to 40 minutes away. Mm-hmm. We rented a cabin along the green for about $125 a night. There is also a small aircraft dirt landing strip here in the area. And the Green River has some nice trout fishing. Thanks for your show always. Until next time, Zero. That's from Zero.
You know, it's very different. That is that northwestern Colorado area. It is a pretty area. It's not like a Wyoming kind of stuff. Although there's places just like that in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Where the deer on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Second verse.
I don't know any other verses.
Does anybody?
That's all I know.
Okay,
There's
back
Sean
to full screen.
Martinez and Greg Jorgensen in the Facebook room.
Okay, you ready for Q&A?
Yeah.
I mean, hitting the room?
The
Are you
who-
going to
what?
do that?
Oh, the
I gotta go
hellos?
back. Yeah. Wait. We get to say hello.
I got sunshine.
What is it? Is it America's Got Talent Land, or what are we doing here?
On a cloudy day.
Okay, but before Shelley starts saying hello to the room, I do want to thank our moderators for bringing the room. They
Mods.
include Hooli and ES, who I've already seen,
Yeah,
and
mods.
Toby Fan 3000, John Warner, who is not in the room. I haven't seen Mitzi. I haven't seen
Mitzi?
Mitzi. She probably didn't get a
Notification.
notification. And who am I missing? Greg Keller and
We got Hooli and Mitzi and Eric and John Werner and Greg
Eric.
Keller.
I didn't say Eric, but he's
Yeah,
in
you did.
Oh, I did. He
Yeah.
is in the room.
There he is.
He's-
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I got 716.
We got 718.
Okay, I win.
So you win.
Mike Wood. Thank the gods. Mike Wood is one of our viewers from Down Under. Hey, Michael Hool.
Hi, Michael.
Terry McKernan. Wow. Hooley's here. Hilarious show. This is going to be fun. Absolutely. Always. Davio. Sunny7. James Casey. Tom Sawyer. Michael Wimmer.
Tell me when you get
LR,
to 718.
DB Cooper. Davio again. Scott Douglas. Jack. Michael Hool says, turns out we will be in New Mexico at the same time, Brett Chaser. That's right.
Oh, is Rich Jason there?
I don't know.
And
He's
you're
saying hello to him.
going to both be at the same party, so there.
Yeah, Mr. T, Jack, Hooley, Davio, Eric Schmidt, Journeyman. I'm at 718.
Okay,
Journeyman.
go.
Gypsy's Kiss. It's also a black moon, the second new moon in 1 month. I thought that was a blue moon. No, black moon because it's a new moon, not a full moon. You're right. Okay. I love Lucy. I love Lucy. Yes, I love Lucy. And Lucy loves me.
That is a made-up song. There is no
Bird
such song.
in Charlotte. Hello. Oh,
Hey, it's
been
Bird.
a while.
Bird. You know
yeah,
Bird.
Bird in Charlotte. Terry McKernan.
Michael Wimmer.
Yeah. No Clues and Cody. Tony Russi's in the room.
Tony, we read your message.
2 of them.
All 2 of them. 2 of them.
Give me truth. Didn't want truth that badly.
Wait, I have a joke for DB Cooper
Okay.
because he said innie and outie. So one time I was driving to Denver and I was with my daughter who is now 40
Oh, boy.
something at the time. She was like, I don't know, 12. And as we were driving, I was passed by a series of 6 test Audis. You could tell they were test Audis. They were putting mileages on them because they said test Audi on the back. And I said, wow, a bunch of Audis. And my daughter said, how do you know? Get it? She wanted to know how I knew they were Audis and not innies.
She thought the people in the car all had Audi belly buttons.
She still is funny today.
Do you know who it is?
Do you know who it is?
Kimberly Suzzy.
Jack says, Shelley told him to stick with the short ones. She's like at the improv tonight. Shelley does improv. She belongs to, what's that group?
I haven't done improv in years.
Oh, come on. It's
You're
not
better
been
at
years.
it than me. Jeff Anschultz, the lead searcher, is in the room.
At least one of them.
AJ Rainville, dramatic pause. LR, can you tell us a joke, Shelley? Okay, sure. Here we go.
What?
That's what it says. Can you tell us a joke, Shelley?
The answer to that is yes.
Yes, I can. Would you
Thank
like
you.
to hear one?
All right, go ahead and tell a
Go
joke.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So after Noah had landed the ark and the water receded, he let all the animals go out into the world to be fruitful and multiply. And God came down and spoke to Noah and said, "Hey, Noah, how are the animals doing? Are they all being fruitful or are they all multiplying?" And Noah said, I'll go check that out and I'll get back to you. So Noah walked around and checked on all the animals. He checked the tigers, and they had a baby tiger. And he checked the buffalo, and they had a baby buff. And he checked all the animals, the giraffes and the orangutans, and they all had little babies. And then he checked on some of these snakes. And these particular snakes were called adders. And they were not multiplying. There was just 2 adders still. So Noah went back to God and said, all the animals are doing great except for the adders. I don't know what's going on with them. And God said to Noah, I want you to chop down some wood and take it over there for those adders and just leave it there. He's like, okay. And because Noah was good at just listening to God and doing whatever he said and it working out well for him,
Built the boat.
he chopped down a tree and chopped it up into pieces of wood, into some logs, And then he left him out there, and lo and behold, he went back a couple weeks later, and there were baby snakes, baby adders. And then he thought about it, and he's like, I wonder what that was about. I'm really curious. So he went to God, and he said, God, you know what? The adders, they're multiplying, and it's wonderful, but I don't really get it. And God said to him, well, adders need logs to multiply. It's a math joke.
Adders need logs to multiply.
See?
Thank God for God.
God likes math.
God likes math.
All righty. Skylark 1 is in the room. Grizzly Bear.
Wow, Skylark 1. That would be a great name for a special operations mission.
Julie Wachholtz is in the room.
Hey, Julie, thank you for the comment on the wine. We're taking advantage of it. Actually, we're not drinking wine.
The Sassy is here.
Hi, Sassy.
Kimberly. I see. Tom Sawyer, talk about your special time with your father. How old were you? Were you 40 years old? Boris Fenn came to New Mexico when he was in his 40s. I'm not sure if that was a question for you. It seems a little strange. Maybe it's for me.
Where's the question? Who's it from?
Tom Sawyer at 7:30.
Tom Sawyer at 7:30. Enchanted Hoedown fishing regulations.
See it?
I didn't say anything about the fishing regulations.
Oh, talk about your special time with
The
your
Gypsy
father.
Kiss, talk about your special time with your father. How old were you? Were you 40 years old? Force Fame came to New Mexico when he was 40. My father died when he was 11. I'm sorry.
When you were 11. He wasn't 11.
Sorry.
You
My
were
father
11.
died when I was 11. So what special times I had with him were all that
Prior
period of
to
time
him
where
being
you
11.
Yeah, from the time you realize you have a father when you're about 3 or 4 till the time he passed away. So we did have I do believe we had special times, but I don't have a context for being 40 and having a father.
Or even a stepfather.
Or even that's right.
Yeah. The Sassy. He includes a map of New Mexico in the book. Hatchet Jack.
So I don't know what they're saying. That's not true.
Ross B.
Oh, no, it's an opinion. So it's not true or false. It's simply an opinion.
Old School 713G Forever Truth. Wayne Ross. I'm with you, Toby.
Wayne, yes. Wait till you hear my Wednesday theory. That'll knock your socks
AJ
off.
Rainville's ready. He's already trying to figure it out.
Why does the canyon down have to go north and south?
Exactly. Otis Mago. Otis Mago? Champipple. I don't even know what any of that means.
Otis Mago Champiple.
It's like, ay, Jibby.
Hey, Jibby.
I don't believe in the introvert-extrovert labels. Well, you don't have to treat it
You
as
don't.
a label.
It's not a label.
It's just a way of
It's a
understanding
behavioral
people a little bit
characteristic.
better.
Yeah. And if you don't believe that there are introverts and outroverts,
Outroverts.
extroverts,
And ambiverts.
and ambiverts,
External verts.
yeah, they're there.
CMC. Evelyn Curie. At least 3 clues there. At least 3
Yeah.
clues there. I don't think
Give
I
me
know.
truth. It's not on private property. That's correct.
Grizzly Bear. Scott Douglas. Beautiful spot. Evelyn Curie. Steamboat. So many people are following me. Is secret. It's unreal.
In secret. That's nice.
Oh.
And it was imagined in the line of the poem because
Drawing
oh
nigh.
wow, that one is long.
Sheets Trove. Hi, Toby and Shelley. Enjoy your shows when
Who's that?
the Ritas are involved.
Yeah,
Sheets
yeah,
Trove.
Lima Rita's brother.
Rita. Boy, we go whole hog down here.
Big spender,
Spend
baby.
a whole dollar.
25 ounces for $1. What's really funny is if the woman hadn't said, "Hey, we've got specials,"
He
I would have
wouldn't
just
even-
I would have had my water bottle and my 2 Slim Jims, and I'd have been
You wouldn't
happy.
even have the Slim Jims.
Probably not the Slim Jims.
Because
No.
you didn't know they were on special. Zoe the cat, hey, hello. Be like my cat and go. It's not actually my cat. It's my son's girlfriend's cat.
Son's girlfriend's cat.
Stephen Marilat, Grassy Down. I'm not sure what that means.
Evelyn Curry says, "Seriously, I am down to my last cigarette." Wow.
Okay.
There's no whining in treasure hunting. Yeah, that's good. What?
Kevin Cable. Hey, Kevin. Long time no see, buddy.
Who's that?
He's a Facebook friend of mine.
Oh,
He's a friend.
a friend.
We did trivia together. The
Terry
Geeks
Vickers.
Who Drink trivia, in fact. Drink.
Terry McKinnon says, "Is Toby leaning?" No, I'm actually shaped like that.
Shaved?
Shaped.
Oh, shaped. I'm at the bottom of the chat, so
Yay.
I'm ready. Blues Surfer, missed you. What about Shelley's mojito? I just got here. My mojito was yesterday.
How did they know about the
Yesterday.
mojito?
All my troubles seem so far
Oh,
away.
no.
I had a mojito in my hand that day. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Drawing Nice says, "Gypsy's Kiss. Does anyone know any Forrest Fenn treasure jokes?"
You know who's good at jokes? Jeff Anschultz. Ben Wise is here. Hey.
What?
Jeff Anschultz gave us $4.99.
Wow.
Saying, I'm the greatest lead searcher. Yada,
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 yada, yada,
lol.
LOL. Hey, you know what? We are going to give you the... Do we have a lead searcher?
Godelcon's here. He says, thanks, Toby.
You're welcome, Eugene. That was for you, Jeff.
Oh, what happened there at the
I
end?
don't know.
It was a rooster.
Yeah. How's the rooster get in there? Grizzly Bear says we need to drop a few hints to help some people to catch up. Yeah, agreed.
Get on the list.
Let's see.
The list.
What about Shelley's Mojito? I just got here.
I read that already.
Oh.
And I sang a song about yesterday.
William, it's, you know what? I can tell you, doesn't taste quite like, well, let me see.
It's not nearly as good as Toby's.
It's not as good as the
Homemade
margarita
margaritas.
that I had last night, but it's very refreshing. It makes a great, like, sitting out on the veranda, picking up rays, you know. It's actually pretty refreshing.
Like stingrays or
Like stingrays. No, like sun's rays.
guys named Ray. Hey, Ray.
Do we have
So
any
here's
reason
the
to- don't
rooster
take that wrong, Ray?
roster for August. We have Walking Among Lions, John Tack, Britt Chaser, Jono Jones.
And he's coming in August.
That's right. Cass Anderson and D.B. Cooper. Hey, you put those together, you got Anderson Cooper. Look at that. So if you'd like to be added to the Rooster roster for August, please let us know.
Wait, we do need to make a point here.
The Rooster roster is for those people
This is
who
for the
know where the
Rooster rosters.
treasure is and they're set to go get it this month.
This is the Rooster roster for May, June, and July. So,
And no treasure
no
yet.
treasure yet.
And we still have not heard from To North,
To North.
sadly.
Do your To North song.
To North, we're going to sing to North.
North.
I don't know.
To North. We haven't heard from To North. He just
Hey, when
he
you
just
guys
made
come
that.
up to Wyoming, let me know. Tim Kirkland, we are coming up on September 8th. We will be in the Thermopolis area on the 8th and 9th, and in the Cody area on the 10th, and then heading over to West Yellowstone on the 11th, I think. I think that's right. We're going to post our trip schedule probably in a week or so.
I don't know. We still have to. I don't think a week is too.
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
I know.
Yeah, because Kevin and I
few
have to sit
weeks.
down and start doing hotel planning.
Yeah, but the cities are pretty much. And somebody has offered us to stay in their home, their lovely, lovely home, and yeah. Drawing nigh.
Wants to go to the August rooster list. We
Move
can
to
do
the
that.
August list. Drawing nigh. You betcha.
Tim says.
you
Oh,
betcha.
you read that one week. You
So
guys
yes,
comment. We'll let you know.
the Kramer family has offered us to stay in their home on the way back
Which is
when
very
we'll be
kind of
in the
them.
Browns Canyon area.
Blue Surfer says, Toby, I'm the one who commented that I hope to see you guys branch out to other content. We're actually considering it. I thought it was very
well,
good.
check out the Softer Side, thesofterside.live. We are live almost every Wednesday and Friday. This Friday I'll be out of town, but there still will be a video coming up Friday, so check it out.
On the softer side.
Yeah,
There will not be one from a Gypsy's
that's
Kiss on
additional
Friday.
content from me and Tobes, me and the Tobster,
So somebody had a really
the
creepy,
brave little Tobster.
brave little Tobster. There was a cool comment that
Unicorn Sue. Looking forward to it.
Sassy had a comment. Oh, dadgummit. Hang on, keep talking.
Evelyn Curie put me down for the 9th, maybe the 8th too,
Damn.
of August. Evelyn, putting you down on the Rooster roster. And I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm just saying it like Curie because it looks like it's
Spelled the same way as Madame Curie.
Madame Curie, yeah. Evelyn?
What about the guy from West Virginia that you interviewed? Was that Josh? I haven't heard from him. He was a July searcher, wasn't he? He didn't want to go on the list. I remember he didn't want to go on the list.
Oh, the mayor?
Yeah. We should call him. I'm on his, I get tweets from him all the time.
I'm 30 minutes north of Cody. If our guest cabin is free that week, it's all yours. Woohoo!
Where?
Tim Kirkland.
Oh,
in the
okay.
Facebook
Well,
group.
make a note. Tim
Tim
Kirkland.
Kirkland. Hey, Tim, would you email us at gypsieskiss@gmail and make that offer to us there so it doesn't disappear?
So it doesn't disappear. Sassy, you're right. I do not have a veranda at my house. Our veranda is at the Tamaya Resort. Say it.
Tamaya.
Tamaya Resort and Spa, which is just up the road and my favorite new hangout. Because it does have a veranda. And, man, some margaritas to die for. And apparently some mojitos.
Joel Lewicki.
What?
You know what we need?
What?
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Oh, cowbell for
Drawing
Joel.
nice. Sassy's in the room up above you there. Put me down. Terry McKinnon. Did you get the Terry McKinnon? Put me down for August?
Oh, did not do that.
Put me down for
Terry.
August. I hope we all show up in the same spot at the same time. That would be fun. If everybody found the treasure at the same time, knew exactly where it was, and we all showed up there with handguns.
None. Why would you have handguns? I mean, we were all friendly and having a good time at Fenn.
Yeah, we did have a good time there. Let's see. Somebody else wants, Mr. Anonymous wants to be thrown on the Rooster roster for August.
Who? Mr. Anonymous in August?
Grizzly, that's our moderator you're talking about. Someone wake Mitzi up. I miss her. I miss her like herpes. Rio de los Pinos. Somebody had a Rio de los Pinos Pinot
Uh-oh.
Grigio.
You said the
no,
word.
no. I didn't say it. It
Yes,
was
you
somebody
did. I
made it.
heard you.
Oh, rats. I've got to make it through this show.
We'll just get someone to call in and talk for an hour.
Sean Martinez. Wait. How was it? Sean Martinez, how is your profile of Fenn coming along? You think that's a good idea, that whole profiling?
It's
Yeah, I was just
yeah.
kidding, Tom. Just kidding.
slow.
Just kidding.
A little slow.
Oh, apparently Sean Martinez is doing one. That's
Is
Joel
he?
Lewicki.
Oh,
Joel
you know
Lewicki
what?
is asking Sean Martinez.
Sean Martinez is going to put out a much better one than we ever could.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I would look for
All
his.
right, let's go to the what?
Teresina Morgan, Matt Peterson. Wow.
Hi, guys.
Hey, peeps.
Over on the Facebook side.
Yeah.
Text time.
Mitzi might be boots on the ground.
She was July Boots on the Ground, wasn't she?
Talking about.
Yeah. She kind of mentioned it last week. Maybe she's boots on the ground.
Sure could be.
So let's do some text messages. We do have
All
some
right.
text messages, maybe even a voicemail or two. All right, here we go. So this one is a voicemail. Just check the audio here.
Hello, is the caller there?
Hi, I was calling about this show. I was listening to. I have a question for the man that was going to help us go find Forrest Fenn's treasure. If you could call me back, 870.
She's leaving her number.
Oh, yeah,
I'll turn that down. We don't want to give out people's numbers.
So shall we call her back? She didn't leave a name. Oh, this was last Saturday. Let's call her back.
She might be totally not in the know.
All right.
Okay, whoever left that message, if you're in the room, wave your hand at us and we'll call you.
I'm calling. Let's.
Oh, you're gonna just go out
Yep.
and do it. Okay. Here we go then.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. We're sorry, the number you have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your call. Announcement 19. Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
She's
We're
on to
sorry,
you,
the
buddy.
number you
Well, so much for that.
Yeah.
Okay, if your area code is 870 and the last number of your phone number is 2, I can't call you. You have to call me
We're
back.
a winner.
You
Come on
won
down.
A
Phone call with Toby.
So yeah, just call. This one says it's from 718. I'm choking on the margarita.
Okay. Do you want? You
This
got
says-
water in your cup, right?
I know, I do.
Okay.
This
I
is
thought so.
says a text message, and it says hi from Sherry in New York. Oh, that's Sherry in Pennsylvania. That's another Sherry.
There's a lot of Sherry's out
apparently.
there. And maybe a few brandies.
Okay.
And a
Hey,
candy or
guys.
two.
This is from area code 321. Remember, if you're sending us a text message to the 866 number, include your first name and oh, damn it. And the state from which you are calling so
Wow.
that we know who you are and you know who you are.
You know who
This
you
one's
are. You know who it is.
This one is
Do you
from
know who it is?
area code 321. Hey guys, the show did not show up as it normally does in the YouTube window. Yeah, that was my fault. Scott from Florida, I have a question. Have you guys heard of Gold Hunt yet? Give me a link.
Gold
So
hunt?
I haven't heard of it, but let's see what it's about. Gold
Is that
Hunt.
like sea hunt?
I guess. Hang on. It's probably the original
Oak
real
Island?
life 100K treasure hunt, July 27th. Oh, that's the you. Austin, Dallas, Houston. So it's a
Austin.
$1 million worth of treasure. Click on the city below to get your map now. And so it looks like this, July 27th, Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver, that's Canadian. August 31st, Halifax, Hamilton, Winnipeg, that's Canadian. September 14th, Austin, Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. Those are all Mexican. So,
What?
no, I'm just teasing.
Texan.
They're Texan. They're
My
Texican.
daughter's in one of those places.
So I didn't know about it, but I will look it up, and maybe we'll talk about it next Wednesday after I reveal the reason why Canyon Down has to go north and south. I know you guys can hardly wait for that. All right. My name is Harold, and I'm from Wisconsin, though I work in California, where I will be leaving to my Canyon Down that does not run north and south. And by the way, it is in New Mexico. If you have any questions, you can call me at... Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
her.
give him a call. The heck? What do we got to lose?
Doers.
With Harold in California.
Higgs Singlet.
Who's Harold from
First heard
Wisconsin?
of Fenn's
who's-
treasure about a month ago after
he's in
seeing the
Cal-
Gypsy Kiss video.
Huh?
Awesome, dude. Or dudette.
All right. Here we go. Harold, we're calling you right now.
Hey, Mitzi's in the room.
Hey, Mitzi. Harold. Hey, Harold.
Yeah.
It's Toby.
Yes.
It's Toby and Shelley. We're calling you.
Yes.
So, what is it that you have to share with everyone in the room?
Well, the canyon down, I don't know, I must have mistyped that, does run north and south.
See? What did I told you?
And it runs upstream south.
Isn't that one of the unique elements of it? Maybe you and I are looking in the same place. What do you think?
Well, it is 90 miles from Forest House.
Woohoo!
I don't know, Harold. I won't tell you where I'm looking if you won't tell me where you're looking.
Everybody knows where you're looking.
So, what is it that you're doing in California because you're from Wisconsin?
I do blacktop work.
Oh, blacktop? All the way from Wisconsin to California? They don't have blacktop companies in California?
Yeah, I owned my own business, but you can work year-round out here. You can't work year-round in Wisconsin.
Good point. Wow, great business decision, huh? So the cat says, hey, Toby, I really like your tie. So when are you going boots on the ground?
I'm leaving Saturday from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, that's about right. And how long are you going to be in the area?
Hopefully no longer than Wednesday, and I'll be hopefully heading home with the chest.
Oh, well, you'll let us know before you leave the state, right?
Yeah. I'll send you a picture.
Harold, I want to do an live interview. I will drive to your location for that. I'll bring a portable
Well, then I
studio.
wouldn't be taking your advice then, would I, if I'm supposed to take the chest right to New York?
Right, that's a good point. Good point. My advice is to maintain your anonymity. Oh, damn it. Could you say that word, please?
Anonymity.
Thank you.
Well, the first phone call would be to Forrest, of course, but you might get the second one.
That would be great. We'd appreciate the second one, even if you did it anonymously. Just send us a text message or something. Yeah. With a picture of the bracelet or the olive jar. Well, the problem with the olive jar is...
Or the entire chest.
No. You've got the olive jar. The problem with the olive jar as evidence is nobody knows what the olive jar looks like. So I could make up my own olive jar.
That's true.
Put some paper in it. But we know what the bracelet looks like.
Supposedly.
So...
I imagine you could find something
Right.
similar in Santa Fe.
Big Eye, I hope you, I wish you safe travels, and I hope you find the treasure.
I was actually there over the 4th, but the water was too high to do anything.
Water's high.
So, oh yeah, late spring.
Yeah. Well, we had a big snowfall this last year, so the runoff lasted longer than it was longer and higher than usual.
Well, I thought I might be able to so happen to find the back door, but everything has been changed so much that I'm going to have to go in the front door.
Yeah. Well, like I said, safe travels and good luck on finding that treasure, and keep us in the loop.
I will.
All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Have fun and be safe.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
That was Harold from Wisconsin. Made a wise business decision that if you're a blacktop provider, blacktop services provider, you're more likely to do business year-round in California than you are in Wisconsin, huh? Smart decision.
Blues Surfer says anonymity. Shelley is the best sidekick ever. Better
I
than
can say
Robin, better than Cato, better than any of them.
I can say that word when I haven't had my Marita.
You're Marita.
Yeah, you're Marita. Marita.
So The rooster video was requested.
The rooster from whom? Oh, okay. Rooster video coming up here. Pow.
Don't ask for too many transitions. Huh?
Toby is the sidekick. Hey, so
He
this
is
is
on
from
my show.
This is from Emerson Biggins. I have it on good authority that Jeff Anschultz is the lead searcher. EOM. End of message.
Interesting.
You know what? We agree with you. We know. We also
Emerson.
believe that Jeff Anschultz is the lead searcher.
He's one of our faves.
We think he's the lead searcher because he's been throwing
definitely
super
in the
chat at
running.
us. So he's like has
Yeah.
the dinero in hand already.
El Dinero.
Yep.
All right. So
All right.
that was that.
That was
what
that.
else is next?
So I think we can start taking
Calls.
inbound call. Do
Yeah.
we have an inbound call?
I mean, we've already let people. We've already called people.
Well,
so.
yeah, but that's different from inbound open phone.
Hello.
Hello?
Who's there? I'm talking. Hello.
Hello. Who is this?
You know what this is.
You know who this is.
You'll know who it is.
From?
Now, $2. Toby finally admits there is a lead searcher.
I made that up.
Just like everybody else. We can make stuff up, too.
Yeah, we can make stuff up, too. Everybody's leads. As far as I'm concerned, the entirety of the Forest Fenn treasure search community are all lead searchers.
That's right, because we're the only ones looking for it.
Prove me.
I mean,
prove
not
it,
us, but
prove
you
me,
guys.
Prove me incorrect.
Missed the old phone
That's
booths.
the oddity of that.
You missed
thing.
the old phone booths, Evelyn. Are you secretly Superman?
The old phone booths. All right, phone lines are officially open. If you want to call and talk about
Emerson Biggins.
anything related
Get
to the
Emerson Biggins.
Forest Fenn treasure hunt.
Emerson Biggins.
Emerson.
That's Emerson Biggins. Get it? Emerson
Biggins. Oh, got
right?
it.
Get it?
Yeah, thanks for that. That's all I needed. Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what are your thoughts on the Fenn treasure?
Hey, Toby. Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Toby. Hi, Shelley. This is Kurt from Dallas.
Hey, Kurt. How are you doing?
Hey, good. Yourself? Hope you had a good weekend.
We had an excellent weekend. Thank you.
Awesome. So one of my questions is whether this thing consumes your time. I've been learning a lot the last 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So how old is Forrest now? Is he around 89 or how old is he now?
He'll be 89 on August 22nd.
Okay, awesome. He looks like he's in really good shape.
For an 89-year-old, I would say he's
yeah.
in pretty good shape.
That's totally awesome. So my next question is, and we kind of talked about this the last time I called,
Mm-hmm.
maybe somebody can put some kind of GPS tracking in the chest for him now, since the technology's become more advanced. And God forbid, when Forrest passes on, who oversees this? Is it his wife, or does he have a lawyer, or how will all that work?
So let me address your first concern. That is someone putting on his behalf a GPS in the treasure chest. That would break one of Forest Fenn's fundamental rules that 2 people can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Yeah.
So he's not going to share the location of that treasure. If he hasn't, and he made a statement similar to this one, he hasn't shared it with his family members or friends. What makes you think he's going to share it with anybody else?
And I kind of thought about that too, because if somebody had, what brand of GPS tracker you got, God forbid a hacker find the information, go down that rabbit hole.
Well, and you have to ask yourself, what's the point? The treasure is where the treasure is. When somebody finds it,
Exactly.
it won't be there anymore, and somebody will have to do something about it. But why does he care?
Exactly. And while I'm on, I wanted to say a big hats off to Forrest. I think he's accomplished his goal. I see many great videos out there of everybody searching and sharing, and I think he's created a great community here. So my hat's off to him. I think that he started something fantastic, and I hope to be out maybe in a couple of weeks. And if I find it, I'd like to leave some of it back and have somebody start another poem or have him drop another one if he's still around. So I think it'd be cool to keep it going.
Well, there are some people whose intent who have said in public that their intent, if they find the treasure, is to hide another one, to take advantage of whatever wealth is acquired as a result of finding the treasure and then hide another treasure to keep it going. I don't know necessarily that was Fenn's intent. I think his objective was to get as much longevity to put his name out into the public domain and then get as much longevity value as he could. And he has certainly accomplished that. And I think one of the challenges from Fenn's perspective is somebody finding the treasure. That really puts an end in some ways to all of this. There'll be a historical record, an archival record of it, but it puts an end to his plan to live into infamy, a la Achilles, for example. Live via the knowledge of your name into the future. So, I think he has said in the past he has mixed feelings about whether the treasure is found while he's still living. And the mixed feelings are the longer the treasure remains hidden, the longer Forrest Fenn's name is in the public domain.
Exactly. And again, my hat's off to him. I was sad that, he had gotten cancer, but glad that he beat it.
Yeah.
But I think it very, very kind-hearted of him to want to give something back. I just think that when people do that, that's really awesome. Like, for what it's worth, my parents live in the Waco area, and my mother does a lot of work with the kids there. And Robert Griffin III comes back every year to Baylor Stadium, and he gives money to pay it forward every season. And he pretty much comes back to all the games since he was quarterback over there.
Yeah.
And my point in saying that is when people do that, they keep that spirit moving forward.
That's right. And I think that's kind of what his intent was, that the longer the treasure is there, the longer his spirit lives.
And I watched a really good video from, I think his name is Adam, up in Montana or Wyoming. Keep exploring.
Yeah.
Man, he makes some good shots of, and it's awesome. And he shows what he's doing and where he's walking and everything. And this has just become an awesome community, in my opinion.
It certainly has. I think it has a lot of cohesiveness. Unlike other social networks that don't seem to be as cohesive, they seem to be as cohesive as whatever the topic is for the day. But this one seems to have a life of its own, and I think we're very impressed by it, and we like being part of it.
Well, I appreciate your time. You guys have a good evening and a great week, and be blessed.
Thank you. Same to you. Safe travels.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye now.
So while you were talking, we get a super chat from Jeff Anschultz.
That's his second super chat tonight, isn't it?
Well, we talked about El Dinero. He says, Emerson Biggins, get it? Jeez.
Emerson Biggins. Hammer ducks.
Somebody said, do I need glasses? I was trying to figure out what the picture was. There were like bunny rabbits and then these kind of brown things, and I think they were eagles. I was just trying to, Eagle
eyes.
That Jeff Anschultz commented a bunch of rabbits, and then I think they're eagles.
Oh.
And I was just trying to figure out what they were. And then somebody commented with these blue monkey things. I think they're monkeys. I'm not sure. So sometimes the pictures
you need glasses.
A little hard to figure out the pictures sometimes.
Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. You could call Toby. Speak to Toby and Shelley at 888-9901. 866.
This number here.
This number right there.
Yeah.
866-597-9901. I had a response. Mitzi had a question. Or was it Zoe? Oh, Zoe. How much tequila is in them margies? They are not margaritas. They're
Limeritas.
Limeritas, and they're 8% alcohol by volume. So they're not very strong.
They're just that malt liquor.
But I don't drink much, so it doesn't take. I like 2 beers, 2 glasses of wine, and I'm tipsy.
Hello.
Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation on this infamous treasure hunt? You know what you're going to have to do? You know what you're
My
going to
name is Twin, and I'm calling from Syracuse.
Syracuse,
New York. You know what you're going to claim? You're going to have to turn your audio on your computer off. Otherwise, it's going to give us an echo.
Turn the audio on my computer off?
Yes. Otherwise, it'll make an echo.
Yeah.
We can't hear you. There we go.
I walked away. Oh, hang on a minute, please. I just walked away. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good,
Hey,
how are
I got
you?
a question. Pretty good. My name is Jason the Twin. And I'm just curious, what's the 13th clue? They got to do with something in the sky?
To the best of our knowledge, I can only tell you what Forrest Fenn has said. He said there are 9 clues in the poem. I've never heard of a number 13.
9 clues in the poem. So where warm water's hot.
Yes.
I was just curious because where, to your knowledge, where's the, how do you say this? Okay, on the map, right, they said you're looking for a face. They're looking for a face. Everyone's looking at California, correct?
Are you talking about
if there's another map?
Let me ask you a couple of questions. Why are you looking in California? The treasure is in the Rocky Mountains, which includes below the Canadian
Rocky Mountains, but if you simplify Rocky Mountains, it could be 4 aluminum panels on the bottom of a house. You know, he was 87 years old. And then it wasn't called the Rocky Mountains at first. I think he said, he just said the mountains, I believe. No, the forest.
So let me ask you a quick question. In what state?
Because what I'm saying is because they're...
In what state do you think Fenn...
Forrest is a twin, I believe.
You believe that Forrest is it? Yeah, I'm listening. So you believe Forrest is a twin?
I believe. So if you had a man that looked just like him that lived next door to you and then moved out in 2013 and you moved him in and they condemned his house, they seized it, and then you turned around and moved him in your house and took care of him for maybe 6, 8, 9 months, fixed his house, put him back in his house, and then the next day he died. But there's no sayings of him passing. If you look it up in the area, and maybe I'm lying, it's probably not Syracuse.
Well, no. So, a quick question. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. I'm just saying that what you're saying is contrary to the facts.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
then I go to one there. And about there's something about a clue that's 11 something million places away, 11,000 years or something away, and no one believes it's a drone or a satellite.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either. Where are you getting your information?
Where am I getting my information? I'm just making it up as I go.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains that, huh? All right.
How about I lived it? Maybe it's a special sensor. I don't know. You want 1,000?
Yeah.
You want 1,000 people by your house?
No, I wouldn't want 1,000 people outside my house. No.
Or 350,000, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, sir. Well, you certainly have given us a lot to think about, and keep on looking. You seem to have a lot of new and interesting ideas. Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901.
Okay. $2 to hang up. Toby beat you to it, but thanks, Sassy.
I think it's important to be at least polite.
You are correct.
California is the place to be. Totally Tober. Yeah, that will sober you up right away, won't it? I'm not actually. So I do want to comment on something Sassy said earlier. When it comes to alcohol, I am a lightweight. Any woman in the area knows that 1.5 margaritas is enough to take advantage of me. That's all it takes. And I'll pay for them. So. Okay. All I need is 1.5, and the whole world looks good to me. Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. Do us a favor, and if you're going to call in, make sure you have your number of clues.
Toby's
at
a
least.
cheap date. No, he wants top shelf.
I am not a
alcohol.
cheap date. I'm an inexpensive date, but if I'm going to have margaritas, they're going to be top shelf margaritas.
That's right.
So, but I pay for them. So
You wouldn't know that because he's drinking this stuff tonight. But normally he's a top shelf only kind of guy.
So.
But this was on special.
It was on special. If it hadn't been the nice lady at the
he was channeling his mom right then. It's like, oh, saving money. Yay.
we're saving money. I wish you could see this can. If I wasn't sitting here with a headset on, I'd go get you the can just to see it. 25 ounces. I don't even know who buys it. Who walks into the 7-Eleven or the convenience
if you were
store
having
to
a
gas
party
station.
with 4 teenage
I
girls,
guarantee
that would be perfect.
Well, let's not get creepy.
Okay, not teenagers. 21-year-old girls.
No, that's if I was having a party
Not
with
you.
Sassy and Mitzi,
No, I'm
I
just
would.
talking about 4 21-year-old girls having a
Oh, I
party
see. Okay,
by
all right.
themselves
Yeah.
with one can of
Yeah, they could do
Limerita.
that. Yeah. Beats Bartles and James Wine's coolers. You know what?
They're very similar, actually.
Yeah. Having had Bartles and James when I was in college.
We have a request for the Crazy Birds.
Crazy Birds. Yeah. Ooh, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
I
one
like the
bird
crazy
in the bath
white bird.
looks
Yeah.
drunk to me.
Yeah. He's partying.
Hey, Sarah Kinzer is in the Facebook room. You two have such tolerance. 1, 2, 3, margarita floor.
So, Blue Surfer says, Toby, I've tried over hundreds of tequilas, and my favorite is Tres Generaciones Anejo. You have to try it. There is some in my cabinet right now because I brought that, except I bought the Reposado for the last party I threw. So I have had that. I'm not a big tequila drinker, and the reason is that when I was in Vietnam,
Drawing Nice says, how many think Toby could handle Sassy and Mitzi?
Ooh.
Handle in what way?
Wow, I'm just thinking about that night, huh? Woo. Wow.
We would scar the poor guy.
Yeah,
says
I would be
Mitzi.
scarred for life after that.
I think so. I think so.
So when I was in Vietnam, I was the only ranger in our unit that was from New Mexico. And so every time somebody went up to Canto, there was a PX up there on Bentui Air Base. They would buy a bottle of tequila and they'd bring it back down to Camau. And they would say, let's drink some tequila. And somebody would say, well, Toby's from New Mexico. He knows how to drink it. Let's drink it. And I got to the point
As
where
if you have to be from New Mexico to know how
and
to
I got to
drink
the
tequila.
point, well, they just thought New Mexico was an extension of Old Mexico. They didn't know it was an actual state.
Sean Martinez is having a rosé.
And I got to see, that's much better. If I had a rosé, I'd be much better. Actually, you've got lipstick all around that glass.
I tried to wipe it off, but it's not coming off. It's permanently
Anyway,
stained
for
now.
years afterwards, I couldn't even smell tequila without getting sick to my stomach. It's only recently with my evolutionary direction towards the top shelf margarita that
Used to go to this little Mexican food restaurant in Mesa, Arizona. It was called Top Shelf.
Oh, it was? Mm-hmm. Nice. And actually, I have a specialty margarita that I asked to be made where I get a reposado margarita, and instead of using
Grand Marnier.
Grand Marnier, I asked them for
Amaretto.
Amaretto.
It's an Italian margarita.
Man, I am glad
I've gone
you
out with Toby once
I
or
am
twice.
glad you are here tonight.
I know what you like.
So,
Mint schnapps. That
Eli
sounds
was
interesting.
50 years ago. Where did you come up with that statistic, Eric Schmidt? What day is it? January? You're right.
It's a
right.
water night here too.
It's a water night here too. All right, phone lines are open, 866-5. Now, we have a half hour left, guys. So we might even be able to call this one a night early.
Cointreau is a good choice too.
Cointreau. Some people do Cointreau instead of triple sec. Or what's the other one? The
Vermouth? I don't know.
No,
what are you
no,
talking
no,
about?
No.
Cheers with
I can't do it.
chocolate Diablo wine from Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Wow.
How is that? Is it any good? Sarah?
From Alamogordo. Dang. Sarah, in our Facebook
We'll have to try
cover-
that when we come out and visit you in September.
So that's another one of our searcher friends that we're going to be visiting on our trip through the north. The non-search trip through the north.
To Alaska.
Lots of pictures. I'm going to
We're
take
not going to
pictures.
Alaska.
We're going to have literally 2 shows worth of photographs when we get back. So I must have scared everybody.
Okay.
866-597.
Did you turn the phone off after that last one, maybe?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I don't think so. Let me check.
So, Toby, use your imagination and walk down South Canyon Street.
South Canyon Street. Who's been in Canto? Tom Sawyer, you've been in Canto? You know what's special to me about Canto? Well, there's 2 things. Number 1, I got held up by some Arvin soldiers there. I was in town visiting our headquarters and crossing the bridge over by the... I don't want to tell that story. That's not a pretty story. Here's the nice story. That's the town that Pootie was born in. That's the town that Jason was born in. Jason was born
Patricia's here.
in Vietnam. Patricia!
And she says something in Spanish.
Okay, wait. I didn't see it. Where was it?
With
Let's
the
see.
thumbs up thing.
Thumbs up. Para ser exacta y yo soy la tica líder de los buscadores. She's, to be exact, she is the lead searcher of all the searchers.
Oh.
La tica líder.
The lead searcher from Costa Rica.
From Costa Rica.
Chocolate Red Decadent.
Ooh, that sounds, wow.
That sounds a lot like the one from
What's
Black Mesa.
Salida? Oh, no, Black Mesa has a chocolate.
They have that chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, chocolate red wine. They call it, what do they call that? I can't remember now.
A Gypsy's Kiss. DB Cooper says, what's with the elephants and ants? We don't know. It's just one of those things that Fenn said in the interview with
I think it's just to indicate
the
the
German
size of the problem.
Yeah,
and
the German
solution.
Playboy. He told the German Playboy writer that too many people are focused, and I'm not going to be able to quote him exactly, but there's
Stomping on the ants while the elephants run by.
Yeah, exactly. So
Could a gal ask for more silky indulgence?
no, you couldn't. Short of, better not go there, huh? I could think of a couple of things, but they would be illegal in some states.
Soy Capitan.
Soy Capitan, Alan Kay.
Watch
Para
me.
bailar la bamba,
Did
para
you
bailar
go?
la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia.
Oh, see, if he doesn't want me to join
and
in, he
elephants,
sings in
they're-
Spanish.
Oh, good point. Sorry.
Unless it's La Cucaracha.
La Cucaracha. Do you know La Cucaracha? Sing it.
You want me to sing La Cucaracha?
Yeah, let's see.
La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha.
That's it?
I forget the rest.
Ya no quiere caminar porque
Ya no
lo
quiere
tiene,
caminar
porque
porque
no
no
tiene,
tiene,
porque
porque
le
no
falta
falta
marihuana que
por-
fumar.
Oh, que fumar. I know, it's kind of close.
Yeah, that wasn't
I
bad.
don't have any marijuana to smoke.
Yeah, Sarah, let's not. Yeah, Sarah, we'll behave ourselves tonight. Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. Call in and we'll talk about Sexy indulgence. What? No, that wasn't the right way. Wait.
Silky.
Silky indulgence. Yeah.
You be careful there, sir.
Yep.
You're going to get us into the
We're at the bottom of the
bottom of the
Limerita.
glass.
Bottom of the glass.
We're going to have to sing a sad song now. Have you discussed Pootie's booth from Santa Fe? Did we show pictures?
We showed pictures.
Post them in the thing.
Well, we're waiting for a phone call. Hang on.
We posted them in the group, and we posted them
They're
in the
Facebook.
Community blog.
Community
thingy.
blog. Oh, geez. I haven't been back to Facebook in a while. Oh, geez. Let's see. To be
3D bronze, $1.99.
3D bronze.
Should call since he was so quiet on flips.
Who said that?
3D bronze.
Oh.
Says Alan K should call since he was so quiet on flips.
Okay. So, hang on. I need to
Any
go back.
thoughts on FGM 23?
FGM, Field Goal Manual. I don't know what FGM 23 is.
Fenn's. Margaritas.
Fenn's Great Mail. Fenn gets mail.
Oh.
No, we don't believe in that stuff. We believe they're only distractions. Okay, we're going to share pictures from last Saturday. Screenshots. So that's the infamous duo, Shelley and her husband Kevin.
There we are.
And Shelley was wearing a kick-ass T-shirt that she had to. We had to keep taking pictures of her.
Challenge for my kick-ass.
That's Shelley and I at Collected Works Bookstore, the infamous
Under the Horns
elk antlers in the background with the shade. It was really funny. Can I tell them my Collected Works Bookstore?
Yeah. You should.
So the reason we wanted to go to the Collected Works bookstore was I had given my copy of The Secrets of San Lazaro Pueblo away to I hadn't given it away. I gave it to Jason, but I really enjoyed it as a book. And I loved it. It was kind of a relaxing book that I just sit down with and read. And so I wanted to get another one. So we went to the Collected Works bookstore, and I asked, there was a young woman behind the counter, and I said, I'd like, where would I find a copy of The Secrets of San Lazaro Pueblo? And she said...
she just looked at you like...
Well, she gave me a funny look. That was the first thing. And then she said, there might be one on the shelf, but I might be able to get one from the back.
Well, because you had to specify it's a Forrest Fenn book, and she was like...
That's what it was. So I said, it's a book by Forrest Fenn. And without looking at me, she said, oh, yeah, we know all about that. And it was very, very disdainful, like, oh, excuse me. Anyway, she went over to a table that was nearby, and she looked through it, and she found one. And she said, here's one. And I said, is it signed? And she said, I don't know. Let me look, because usually he signs all his books, and they're sold in Collected Works. And she said, yes, it is. And I said...
No, she said, if it's not, you can leave it here for an undetermined amount of time, and maybe he'll come in and sign it. She's very snide.
Yeah, very, very snide remarks. Anyway, so she came over, and she was holding the book, and I said... I'll take it?
Yeah.
It was something simple like, I'll take it. And she looked at me and hesitated, and she says, it's very expensive. Like, really?
It's sort of like Pretty Woman when they told her that, our clothing here is very expensive and it's not fit for you, kind of a thing.
So I said, I'll take 2. No, I didn't. I just repeated, I'll take it. I was very offended at the fact that I had to be told the price. So they just have a very negative perspective of Fenn searchers in there. I guess we've raised some hell in there.
What the heck is a mountain chili cha-cha, Sarah?
Mountain chili cha-cha? Where does she say that?
She says, we'd love to have you all up
cha-cha
for Mountain Chili Cha-Cha in Pagosas, September 28th.
Oh, it sounds like a chili cook-off. I would love to go up and cook my world's famous red chili for everybody.
Toby, your son is very talented.
Did you guys see him? Did anybody see? I think Patricia
jumped.
Patricia said she was there.
just saying that.
Yeah.
And then it jumped up. Tus hijos son muy talentosos. Me encanta sus trabajos.
Go ahead. So translate that. You should be able to translate that.
I'm Your son is very talented. I am
Your-
enchanted
your-
with his work.
Your children, hijos,
Oh,
son muy
both of
talentosos.
them.
Very good. Look at you.
Look
They
at me.
mentioned- they
I
mentioned
took-
that you
I
had
took
been
2
there,
years of Spanish in high
Patricia.
school.
Okay, so then we went over to the Blue Corn Cafe so we could have lunch.
Espanol.
That is my grandson, Phoenix. He's the one that spent last week building a drone from scratch, building and flying a drone from scratch. So this is Shelley and I. That retablo behind us is one of Sean's pieces. It's a Guadalupana, and as you can see, it's done in Jason's tin work. So that sold
Framed
like
in
the morning of the
Jason's
first
tin
day. So this was Shelley had to keep doing this. We had to take pictures of her with the Kick Ask T-shirt and the blue
Bracelet.
wristband.
Yeah.
See, we did a lot of those. So that area was over at the what they call the contemporary Spanish market. So there's two Spanish markets. There's the traditional Spanish market, which you belong to. You can be in if you're a member of the Spanish Colonial Art Society, where Jason and Sean are. And then there's the contemporary Spanish market, which is by people with Spanish surnames or with a Spanish bloodline, but they want to do contemporary work more. They have more freedom. The traditional work has specifications that you can't exceed. So this is Kevin, Shelley, my daughter Sean, and my grandson. Sean is Phoenix's mother. She has two sons, Phoenix and Griffin. Griffin was at the state swimming finals with his dad. I don't even know whose picture that is.
Kevin took it of me, kind of standing behind Jason.
Well, yeah, but that's
while he
in
was
my
working.
book. I mean, that's in my album. Wait a minute,
No,
that
it's
wasn't
my
the album.
See my name at the top?
Oh.
Telephone.
Where's my album?
Telephone.
Okay, sorry. This is my album.
Telephone.
Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation on the treasure hunt?
Hey, you handsome devil, what are you doing?
I'm just being my old handsome devil self.
Oh, this is Fat Boy, Mr. T.
Hey, buddy, how
How
are
are
you
you?
doing? I'm doing darn well. And you?
Good. Hi, classy lady Shelley.
Hey.
He commented on our picture in the
Hey, I
community
just wanted to let you guys know I just got back from boots on the ground.
And?
I was at my place, and I
Yeah.
still don't have the treasure, but I did find something very, very interesting,
So
which lets me know that I guarantee you, beyond the shadow of a doubt, I have the right spot.
you do. So when are you going back?
Yes. Hopefully soon. It kind of depends on what my work schedule is.
Ah. Well, I mean, that's not like
So
very.
when I
What do you
come
mean?
for my
very,
live interview,
very soon in a month,
Go ahead.
or very soon in a month, or very soon by the end of the summer.
Hopefully not a month. Hopefully not a month.
Well, the sooner the better.
Hopefully in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So, you're not searching in New Mexico, is that correct?
No, not New Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to call in earlier, but I had a tornado go right over my house and kind of tore stuff up a little bit.
Oh, where is that?
Central Kansas.
Or are they going? Is there a tornado watch in the area there?
There's an actual tornado.
I didn't get any alerts on my phone, but it came right across my front yard.
Wow. Well,
Missed my house by about 50 feet.
So, whereabouts in Kansas are you, and how far does it get? How far is it from your location in Kansas to your search area?
Oh, about 1,000 miles.
Wow. Is that a one way or round trip?
One way.
Wow. Well, I can see why your trips are intermittent. So can you share with us what you found that indicates to you you're on the right track?
God, if I'd share it with you, it would really give a lot away.
All
Let's
right.
just say I found something that was there that he has both a picture of and he has mentioned in an interview. Several interviews.
Wow. Well, maybe maybe when you come back from the next trip, you'll share a little bit more with us, including a photograph of that which you describe.
Okay. Well, I'd like to be able to tell you what it is, but I can't confirm anything right now because I'm kind of starting to wonder if it's still there because I looked all over where I thought it was and I couldn't find anything. But I mean, I know it's there. I just can't find it.
So are you suggesting that I play the second place searcher video?
Well, not yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I mean, I guess you can. I mean, if it's there, it's there. If it's not there, somebody's already got it. I can assure you of that.
Well, that's and so we won't do it yet because you're not certain. But if you come back and then you say we were there and somebody got there before me, then I'll play it then.
Well, I mean, I know I have the right place. I guarantee you I am the lead searcher.
Well,
I mean, I have absolutely no doubt whatsoever in my mind.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you a lead searcher video then after we hang up.
All right. You can give me a cock-a-doodle-doo, too.
So you want 2 videos?
Sure. Put me down for August.
Okay. Mr. T, down for...
If it's there, I'll have it on my next trip.
All right. We're looking forward to it. You got to beat...
I hope.
Who called earlier tonight that said they're going to have it before the end of the month? Or the end of August? Somebody else called earlier.
Mr. Anonymous? I don't know.
Yeah. All right. We'll put you down.
All righty.
All right, sir. Thanks for calling in. We enjoyed it.
Much respect to all the searchers.
I'm sure they appreciate it. Same back to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. So that's the lead searcher. They get the lead searcher. Whoa. I didn't mean to play that. Or is that at the end?
It's part of it. Yeah,
oh, is it?
Part
Okay.
of the video.
Well, let me go back to our
that way you get both.
screenshot. So this is Sean. They were making a movie about Spanish market, and they were interviewing her, and that was part of that that movie. Again, this is so these are my pictures. So Phoenix is my grandson. Sean is his mom. My daughter Shelly and Kevin in the booth. This is Sean next to her Guadalupana, this very beautiful retablo that she painted, and then they framed it in Jason's tin work. So that's sold literally 10 minutes after the show started on Saturday. So here's Shelly at the Contemporary Market. This is my grandson, Shush Michael. Shush is Navajo for baby bear.
Did he get scratched by one of the dogs or something?
No, not by the dogs. He hit himself on a fence.
Oh.
This is Jason and Sean. They are brother and sister. These are my 2 oldest children, both members of the Spanish Colonial Art Society, and they bumped into their 4th grade teacher. They asked me to take that picture. So this is the music pavilion where they play traditional New Mexican music, and I don't know whether you can see it, but everybody's dancing up front. It's always fun there. This is baby Shush and my daughter Sean. That's his aunt Sean. This is Sean with some of her work. I take several photos every time I go up there so that they can use them in their promotions the remainder of the year. But that's some of her retablo work. You've seen some of her muerto work. The muerto work doesn't qualify for the Spanish market. You can't. It has to be very traditional. It has to be on pine boards. It has to be. They have a lexicon of 256 saints that they can paint, and they have to use traditional pigments. So that's the only way. These are Jason and Sean together in front of a mirror. This is an octagonal mirror, and every time they do one of these, they always have one per show, and there's a story associated with it. Each one has a story in the 8 images that Jason, they wanted a serious one. They give us a serious one. So this is the 3 Eunices, the 2 artists, and the person to whom that artist gene went right through and into his children. So I got it from my mother. This is Jason and his wife, Rolene. This is the 2 of them in front of that retablo. So again, I take a lot of pictures that they're going to use in promotions for the coming year, and we always get a shot of Sean looking Jason. What's neat about Jason is he's always working when he's at any of these events, and what's neat about it is you can hear him pounding tin on the other side of the plaza, and it just draws people in to see what he's doing. So I take several of these photographs so that they can use them in their promotions in the coming year. That's their booth. They share, they get 2 booths, one for each of them, but they turn it into one big booth, and they share it between the 2 of them every year. These are just some of the people looking at Jason doing his work. And they're always on the southwest corner of the plaza, right across from the 5 and Dime, near what used to be the Orr House. I don't know what it's called now. Okay, we're back at the beginning. That's me and the Shelster. If I can be the Tobster, you can be the Shelster. Sherry-san.
Sherry-san.
Toby-san and Sherry-san. The Japanese interview team called us.
Don Davidson.
Okay.
Beautiful kids,
Gypsy Cuffs love the tin framed artwork. Can you post their website if they have one, or contact info? They both have Etsy stores where they sell some of these. And I will post both their Etsy stores. You can find some of this work here, but I'm pretty sure most of the collaborative work sold at this show because that's the first thing the collectors pick up. But let's see. Sean Martinez, Gypsy's Kiss. Fenn's words should not be taken as gospel, as many treat them. He is, of course, only who people think he is. That's Sean Martinez.
Doesn't matter who
There's
I am.
a sign
Matters who
on
you
my
think I am.
whiteboard right here that I am always reading to myself, and it says, "It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you think I am."
I say it only matters who you think you are. That's what matters.
Okay. So we have time for one more call. We're going to take advantage of that because, as I said earlier, we don't have a show on Friday. You won't see us again
And then he
till
says, would you
next
return
week.
the bracelet?
No.
No.
What not?
And you know what? Cynthia says no also. So and she's friends with him. So
And somebody said that Sean Dodson has said no.
Yeah.
As well.
But Cynthia said, I might trade it for some other piece of artwork or something.
We had that conversation the last time Cynthia was here visiting when I had one of the parties. And we all agreed that that was Fenn at Moby Dickens realizing that he had to do something to indicate when the treasure was found, and he asked for his bracelet back. So Drawing Nice says Toby and I agree on something.
Charles
No.
Chapman says Jason should come to Kansas City in September for the Plaza Art Fair.
He has a friend, David Behrens, who owns a shop in downtown Albuquerque, and Jason and Sean both show a lot of their work there, and he travels to a lot of those out-of-state events with David. David is part Native American and he's a Native American artist in his own right, so they go to a lot of these shows that are primarily mixed Native American. And Jason goes with him and shows his work at the same time. David was the person that taught Jason how to play the Native American flute, and he's really good at it. He's very talented.
Maybe he'll bring some. Maybe he'll bring his flute or his guitar when he comes to the party.
Yeah, Michael. S.A. Michaels. Has anyone asked for us if there's a lead searcher? Not to the best of our knowledge. It all came up in a comment he made that was interpreted to mean that there was a lead searcher, but if you read the comment, that's not what he says. I'll have to find that for you. Hola, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what are your observations on this dadgum chase?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Will. You know the deal. I'm up in the zone in Arizona. I'm listening to your show right now.
Will,
how you guys doing? How's Shelley? How's the whole canard?
Hi, Will. We haven't heard from you in so long from the Zona.
from the zone, baby. You right, baby.
Yeah.
How are you today? How's the show coming along? And
Well-
how was that other excerpt? When people call in, you guys are beautiful.
Yeah.
Keep
Well,
giving it to them in their ear.
no,
Yes.
we're just glad to hear from you every once in a while. I don't know whether you're aware, but Shelley and her family
That's
will be heading for the Zona this weekend because they're going to visit Shelley's mother.
Get the okay, here's the address. 1217 North Grade. No, 1217.
Wait! Do not give me your address. We're in the. Everybody will know. Yeah, we're on
World
national.
Wide Web.
We're on the World Wide Web. Everybody will know your address. You'll have a bunch of Fenn treasure hunters.
Then you don't need to get that.
Well, you know what? I didn't know why. I'm trying to see myself on the tune on the TV, but
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
I can't even see myself.
Why not? Hey, if I can do it, you can do it.
You can do it. Well, bless your heart and tell the whole United States I love them.
And we love you. Thanks for calling in.
You too. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right, this is a good place to end, I think.
Well, I got to, it doesn't have, okay. Good place to end.
Did you
So I'm going to close down the phone lines right now. So phone lines are,
Why is it stuck?
there we go.
Oh.
Or do not disturb. It does it, sometimes it goes off the, don't do it, you're going to open them.
Oh, that opens it?
Yeah, if you do.
No, that's turning Do Not Disturb.
Disturb on, you're right. Good show. Good show. Did you just do a whistle?
Good thing you're not driving tonight. Fenn is indeed aware of who the lead searcher is, says Sean Martinez.
There's a picture of the lead searcher right there. Right there.
Or maybe it's right there. Camels.
All right, guys. So, as I have said a dozen times tonight, we will not have a show on Friday. Shelley's going to visit her mother in the Zona. And I am going up to do some trout fishing and some drone shooting in northern New Mexico.
All righty.
We'll be back next Wednesday.
But the softer side will release a video at 4 o'clock on Fridays. So if you miss me, that's where you can find me, thesofterside.live. And make sure you check out today's video where we talked about extroverts and introverts and how we can all get along better together when we, appreciate each other's strengths.
And introverts apparently have more strengths than we give them credit for.
That's right.
Because they're
awesome.
introverts.
We
They
are
don't tell
awesome.
you. Unless us
right.
extroverts will tell you what our strengths are, right?
Yeah, again and again.
We'll talk your ear off about
Yeah.
our strengths. But introverts, they sit there quietly and watch the world go by.
Thank you.
Drawing nigh, I am not back in the hunt. I am seriously going up to do some trout fishing and some drone shooting because I promised I was going to put up some drone shots in my the other parts of my house, and I haven't shot anything. So
Yeah. About time.
it's about time.
It's about time. It's
And
about
this was an
space.
opportunity to do that, kind of take a long weekend and go do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're going to be relaxing. Of course, don't know about the weather's going to be. It might rain on the weekend.
You know what? If it does, it does.
It does.
That's just the nature of the beast.
Great show earlier. Oh, were you?
The softer side.
That's
Sean
right, the softer side.
Well, Sean Martinez was in the softer side in the Facebook room and in the YouTube room.
Doubling down.
Simultaneously. So we got to
Yeah.
hear everything twice.
That's right. He was representing
He was
both the
representing.
extroverts and the introverts.
And
Well, thanks everybody for being here, for all your great questions and comments in the chat room, for all your great Super Chat challengers. We appreciate you. And for our wonderful moderators, thank you for being here this evening and keeping things rolling. For Gypsy's Kiss and the Humpday Hoedown, I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Eunice. Thanks for joining us tonight. Like I said, we won't see you on Friday night because we'll both be traveling, but we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night. Join us when I tell you why Canyon Down has to run from north to south or vice versa, but not east to west or vice versa.